I'm Dana Brooks of Fasig Brooks, and I'm joined today with my law partner, Jimmy Fasig, and we want to talk about slander and libel and the things that we could potentially put out there, either online through social media posts or sometimes reviews of businesses, restaurants, things like that, that could potentially get you into a little bit of trouble. Jimmy, have you had any experience with that?
I do. I get calls all the time.
Yeah.
I get calls all the time where somebody says, well, somebody posted this about me or somebody posted that about me, and particularly with regards to bad reviews, Google reviews, Yahoo reviews. And so what I tell people is, and most people probably don't understand, is that the best defense to a slander or libel suit is truth.
Yeah.
So if somebody's telling the truth about you, then there's no slander or libel suit. Now, if somebody's lying about you, that's when you can potentially have a slander or libel suit.
And there's a couple of things to remember. There's a difference between opinions and someone putting out false facts. So I can say that person is a jerk, okay? That's not provable. Okay, I can't say that. That's not a fact. That's not a piece of information. That's an opinion that I share. And so you kind of have to be tough whenever you hear things like that. Sometimes it can lead to some sort of a harm, and if you can prove harm, a lot of times it could potentially be actionable. But when we talk about slander and libel, libel is something in print. Libel is something in print, and slander is someone saying something bad about you. And they have different treatments under the law. And in Florida, we have a particular statute called defamation per se, and that could be a great tool to use whenever someone is really just bullying you and you don't feel like you have a lot of resources to use against them, because you don't have to prove actual harm. So many times people will say, this person's out there bad-mouthing me, but I'm like, well, did you lose a job over it? Did someone not hire you? Did someone fire you from something? Did you get kicked out of your apartment where you refused medical care? You have to demonstrate that it actually caused you some harm, and you would have to prove that more likely than not. But with this particular statute, you don't have to prove damages, so it can really correct some of that bullying behavior. So you need to talk to a lawyer who actually knows about that.
Yeah, but the important thing to remember, if you're posting online or you're posting reviews or you're just doing a social media post, is tell the truth.
Yeah.
If you tell the truth, then you've got no worries about someone coming back and suing you. Now, if you're going around spreading lies about people, you could expect a possible lawsuit.
I'll give you an example. Saying someone's a bad lawyer. That's an opinion. Saying they're not licensed to practice law and never graduated law school, that is a misstatement of fact that would be actionable, that could cause damage to somebody, or under that one statute they wouldn't have to prove that. So just be very careful. First of all, think what you get for it. That's what I tell people, is before you hit send or post, think, what do I get for this? It needs to be positive or neutral, because if it's negative, it's a no. That you already know, don't do that. So really, you should only be trying to get something you get something for. So think very carefully about it. And if you're being motivated by a sense of malice or retribution or payback, that's probably not a good idea. Maybe sit on that and think about it a little bit first, because these things could have real life consequences for you.
They really do.
But know this, there is sometimes insurance that covers that. Sometimes homeowners covers that. Sometimes you could buy insurance specifically for that. So if this happens to you and it's serious, contact somebody and look into it and see if you can be made whole after suffering a damage like this.
Yep. Thank you very much.